if we were going to outline a success story between Yetter and Youngblood Ag, I think it probably has a lot to do with people. And I think that knowing Pete's business, I mean, that's one of the things I think that somebody that deals with Youngblood Ag, they're going to realize that, I mean, it's a people business. It's people dealing with people. And that's one of the things that I think that we've just really, kind of hit off and, been able to grow together. And then when we look at the retail customer, bringing the farmer in with that, we tend to really have a pretty strong bond. I mean, people working with people all the way down to that retail customer.
For me in the business, Andy has been a phenomenal asset. There's nothing better for the end user than knowing that, hey, I'm working with this independent dealer and he's got backing all the way up to the manufacturer. And knowing that I can call Andy anytime or shoot him a text and say, hey, what do you think about this? We come up with ideas on the fly and in the conversations that we have, and being able to work together to find the right solution. There's a lot of times when I may be thinking about one product line and going, well, this guy would fit really well into this, but man, there's some hang-ups. And I just don't know how I want to go about it. I can call into Andy and say, hey, what do you think? Here's what we're dealing with, these are the conditions, and we'll have usually a fairly lengthy conversation about what the best option is. And in the end, that's a win. I mean, whether anything actually gets sold, that's kind of a byproduct of it. We've built the relationship with the customer and they understand that we have their best interest in mind and that we're going to find a solution. We may not have that perfect, silver bullet today, but if we've got a goal to work towards, it is all in the people, as Andy said. It's knowing that somebody's looking out and thinking about it.
I think a lot of times our conversations between the two of us is less about a specific product and more so about the scenario. As Pete said before, a lot of times his conversations is just feeling the guy out and understanding, his operations, and then, how we can better that. And so there's certainly some times where Pete will have a specific question about a product, but it's more so, here's the situation or the scenario. Here's the struggles that the guy is having, and he wants to do something better. And then we'll bounce some ideas back and forth. And so it's that ability, that relationship that we have to be able to have those conversations, not only between us two, but then also with the end user, that just can help us bring a lot more value to that person.